So to get the volume of the mooncake, you have to use the formula of the cylinder for the volume, which is pi r squared times height. So you have the given with a radius of 4 cm and a height of 3 cm. So you just input it to the formula. So you get 3.14 times 4 squared times 3, and you'll get the volume of 150.72 cm cubed. To get the volume of the prism, which is the box, you have to use the formula base times height. So you're given is 40 by 16 by 6 cm. So you just input it. The area of your base is 640 multiplied by the height, which is 6, and you will get 3,840 cm cubed. To calculate how many mooncakes can fit, you get the volume of the box divided by the volume of the mooncake, and you will get 20.47. Since there's a decimal, you don't include that because that will only be half a mooncake. Then, the volume of the empty space, you have to multiply the volume of the mooncake by 25, your number of mooncakes, and subtract it by the volume of the box, and you will get 1,616. To get the surface area of the mooncake, you have to use the surface area of the cylinder as your formula. So that's 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh. So here's the equation. And then you will get 100.48 plus 75.36, and you'll get the total amount of 175.84 cm squared. So to check if it can hold as many mooncakes as the original box, you just use the formula for the volume of the prism, base times height, and you just input the given. So that's 32 times 10 times 12 cm, and you will get 320 as your area of the base, and multiply it by 12, your height, and you will get the same as the first box, the volume. So yes, it will fit.
Okay, so first I'll show you what the given is. The radius is 4 cm, and the ratio of the volume of the cone cylinder and the hemisphere is 6 by 27 by 4. So the first question here is, what is the height of the cone? To get the height of the cone, you need to get the volume of the cone, which is 6. You multiply it by 3, so it will be 18. Then get the radius, which is 4, and 4 squared. And 4 squared is equal to 16. After that, you should divide 18 divided by 16 is 1.125. Then after that, you should divide 1.125 to 3.14 or pi. Then it will be equal to 0.34.9. But I put 0.35 because we should put it to we should round it up to the second decimal place. For the second question, what is the height of the cylinder? So to get the height of the cylinder, you should first know how to get the volume of a cylinder, which is volume equals pi r square times height. Pi r square times height, you should input the values there. So it will be, the volume of the cylinder is 27. So 27 equals pi, then 16, because 4 to the second power is 16 times height. After that, you should divide 27 by 3.14 equals to 16 times the height, which will be 8.60 is equal to 16 times the height. And you should divide now 8.60 divided by 6 is equal to the height. So the height now will be 0.53.8, but I rounded it off to the second decimal place. So now it will be 0.54. So the third question is, what is the volume of the solid? The volume of the solid, to get the cylinder, it should be base times height. The plus the volume of the cone, which is base times height, pi times r squared times height divided by 3, plus the sphere, which is 2 pi r cubed divided by 3. Then you should divide that by 2 also, because it's a hemisphere. So you should plug in the values now. So pi times 4 squared times 0.53, which is equal to 26.63. You should add it to the cone's volume, which is pi 4 squared times 0.35 over 3, which is 5.86. Then you should add it to the volume of the hemisphere, which is 2 pi 2 cubed over 3 divided by 2, which is 4.1. You can check if your answer here is correct by looking at the given, which is 6 by 27 by 4, because the 27 is 26.63. They just rounded it off to 27. The 5.86, they just rounded it off to 6. And the 4.1 just rounded it off to 4. And the answer here is 36.69. So the fourth question, the surface area of the solid. First you should get the surface area of the cone, which is pi times radius times slant height. Plug in the values. It's pi times 4 times 4.1. Then the lateral surface area, if you multiplied it all, will be 50.36 cm squared. Now the surface area of the cylinder, perimeter times height, then just plug it in. 2 pi r point times 53. So it will be 2 pi times 4 times 0.53. The surface area of the cylinder will be 13.31 cm squared. Now the hemisphere, it should be 4 pi r squared divided by 6. It's divided by 6 because it's a hemisphere, so it's going to be cut in half. So it's going to be 4 pi times 16, which is 200.96 divided by 6. And the surface area will be, of the hemisphere, will be 33.49. Then you add it all. 50.36 plus 13.31 plus 33 plus 49 equals 97.16 cm squared. Thank you.